You're watching International Pagan Radio, where it's all pagan, all the time. Hello, everybody. Cloud here with International Pagan Radio, and today we are bringing our first interview to the YouTube channel since I have been making videos here, and I'm very excited to bring on International Pagan Radio's newest member of our artist family, Elana Low. Elana, how are you today?
Hello. I'm doing good. Just at home, riding out the pandemic like everyone else.
Yeah, sounds about right. Definitely. So, by all means, as our newest artist on IPR, first off, how's it feel to have your stuff up on IPR? And second off, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, it feels amazing. I absolutely love your station, and yeah, it's such a dream to be on with you guys. I'm so glad we're doing this interview. Yeah, I'm a New York-based pagan folk music artist. I play the harmonium, and
Yes. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, no, and I started playing actually early 2017 and taught myself to play then. So I've been doing it ever since. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you only really got a few years on your belt of playing the harmonium.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
from your music, you can't tell.
Oh,
So bravo! I
kind.
give you that right there. That's amazing. So yeah, so like, what were like your influences for kind of taking on this style of this folk music with the harmonium, the vocals, like your style, like what brought you out into the music world?
Yeah. I think, end of 2016, everything was just so crazy. I was starting to think about what I wanted to be actually saying and putting out in the world, like a lot of people were.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
and yeah, I guess I'd been to an ashram recently, and they, every night and every morning, like 6 a.m., 6 p.m., we'd chant with the harmonium, and I was just really drawn to it, and I'd been trying to figure out how to get music back in my life for a while, and I realized that I just loved singing with this instrument. So when I got back, I couldn't stop thinking about it. And then January 2017, I went to this guy in Queens who repairs them, sells them, bought one from him, and I started writing like that night. Um, yeah, and I guess I don't know. Influence wise, I've always loved Bjork, obviously, and Tori Amos,
Oh
and
yes, yes, yes.
also Melora Krieger from Rasputina. Love
Oh
her.
wow,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
Yes, yes. I myself was a big Tori Amos fan when I was
yeah.
growing up. I thought her music is amazing as well. Pardon me. So for the class at home, all right, because not everybody knows what a harmonium actually is. So what exactly is it? Like where did it come from? What is its purpose like in a normal music setting?
Yeah, for sure. I think it started out originally as I think the creator of it was from Denmark, and it was very popular in Europe for a long time. And then I'm not going to give dates because I know I'm going to get them wrong.
Right, right,
Um, but in that sort of 17, 16 period.
right.
And yeah, and I think, it came to America for a while, became popular here, but also, aside from that, it was just recognized as an incredibly sturdy instrument. It's this wooden box with a keyboard on the front and this like pump bellow in the back. And it has this sort of gorgeous organ sound that if people know a Shruti box, it's kind of like that, but with more power.
Yeah,
Um,
it's
yeah, and yeah, and I think basically people just realized how sturdy it was, and you could ship it easily. And I know that when the British were colonizing India, they would ship them over to have in their homes to have as music, and that is, at least as I understand it, how they originally came to India, where they just exploded in popularity, and they're a huge presence, primarily in Indian music now, which is so wonderful. And how I was exposed to it. So,
Nice. That's really, really, really awesome. I gotta say, and the fact that you know the history of the instrument means that you've had to answer that question many times. That's awesome. So run us through it. So right now you got an EP out,
yeah.
right? And give us the deets on it. How many songs are on it? What's like the vision for it? Like what was the plan?
Yeah. Basically so I started writing in 2017. And I guess I was just putting music out on like SoundCloud, and I was approached by these two lovely female producers who were starting their own thing and basically wanted to help me make this album. So we chose like the first 3 songs that I wrote. The album's called Loam. And the feeling that I wanted it to have was just sort of like being in this dark forest and just navigating it. And even if you were blindfolded, like you'd still find your way through. Because I think that's kind of what songwriting is to me. A lot of it's very much like channeled and just finding my way through it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I haven't been doing it long,
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that 100%. And it really is the way, you have a good song when it flows well.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when it makes your own energy feel good.
Yeah.
You wrote something good. So absolutely, that's really, really, really awesome. I gotta say, I've listened to it a couple times and I really like it. Like just the way the tones work and the way the harmonies work on it. It's very well done. So we're actually going to listen to one of the songs off of her EP, and a song that you can hear on International Pagan Radio. All right. So this is called Pollen Path, and hit my mic. But yes, it's called Pollen Path, and I think it's an excellent song. And if you like this song, you can go onto the IPR webpage and vote for it and try to get Elana Low here into our top 20. All right. So let's do that. I've thrown you a few votes myself, to be honest. So, all right. So let us get right into it.
Black moon above, stars overhead. Don't you dare guide me back to my bed. The river is frozen, the pollen path's bare. Don't wait for me, darling, there's thorns in my hair. Falcon risk cross, many moons day. Don't you dare silence the song in my head. The flowers are broken, the pollen path's bare. Don't speak to me, darling, till blood lays his hair. How long, how long was the earth there? How long can we say we belong here? You say, how long can we stay together? Pardon the sky, pardon the earth. When will we stop this weight of his words? The stars are all woken, the pollen path's there. So sing with me, darling, let down your long hair. 'Cause how long was the earth there? How long can we say we belong here? You say, how long can we stay together?
Okay.
All right, everybody, we're back here. All right, and Elana has agreed to hang out with me a little bit longer here, so we can talk about that song. Run us through, like, what's the idea with that song? I mean, lyrically, it's very well done. It's very, very well done.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, I like I said, I heard you playing on Instagram, and I was like, this is awesome. I have to reach out to her, and it's really awesome that you're doing this. So what's the vision behind that song?
Yeah, that one just came to me. It's funny, the chorus came to me, I guess, sometime in 2016, and I just had it running through my head, but I didn't know what it was for, you know.
Yeah.
And I was just starting to think about writing, really. The verses, I mean, gosh, not to be too political, but I think right after the election I was really angry. And
I think we all were in a way.
hard time. Yeah, and I was basically in my head just trying to in my head just sort of like, I don't know, for me it was kind of like a binding spell.
Yeah.
Everything that's going on.
Sounds like this cannot happen. You will not harm me.
Yeah, exactly. Very
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that you said that because you said that this is a binding spell, and we're both pagans, and so we both understand that words are power.
Yes.
What we write in our lyrics, that is power. That is putting an intent out. So, I really like that you went with that idea there. It's really good.
Thanks,
So,
yeah.
where are you playing next? Do you have any shows booked, or virtual shows given the pandemic and all? Or
I know. Yeah, I have a virtual show coming up later this month. It's a show that's over 2 days. I think the 24th to the 25th of October.
Okay.
It's with the British. It's this amazing witch community in England called Witch With Me.
Yeah,
great Instagram presence, and yeah, I love Louisa. And basically, they're doing a Samhain festival online. I think they've done it in the past in the UK, but this is the first time that it's virtual and therefore global. So I am playing a set as part of that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and there are presenters as well. I think you need to buy a ticket to get to the presentations, but the performances, as far as I understand, are all free as long as you just register online to watch. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. And you know what? We're going to go ahead and put a link to that in the description. All right. So that way you guys can go and check that out. All right. Definitely. So moving forward, I mean, you got your first EP out. Like, what's next? Like, what are your goals musically? Are you planning on expanding past the harmonium, playing any other instruments or anything? Or are we looking to do any like collaborations with anybody? Like what kind of expansion are we planning from here?
Yeah, for sure. I did put out a single in January that I've been terrible about promoting, called Wolf Country, that is actually all vocal looping. That's something that I love, but I'm not that tech savvy, so electronic music is something that's very mystical to me. So I love doing it, but I don't always understand how to execute it. So I want to sort of dive deeper into that for one thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
There's a lot to dive into in that side of things. I'll tell you.
How far I get.
Yeah, because like I make some of my own beats, and going through the process of adding the drums and then doing the strings and like working with the drum machines and all of that. It is a lot to learn, but once you get it down, you'll just be flying right through the program like.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, trust me, you'll get there with it. You put in the work, just like anything, really. You put in the work, you'll get there.
I hope so. Yeah. The other thing that I'm planning is I actually just ordered a hurdy-gurdy. It will take a while to make. It is coming from Hungary, and I think it'll be here in April. So I would have loved to spend the quarantine learning how to play the hurdy-gurdy, but it was just not in the cards. So I have to trust the divine timing on this and know that April is the time for me.
Yep.
So yeah, and that's where I'm expanding.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So do you currently have more music recorded? Like anything ready for a new release or like
I am I'm working on a single. I'm working on hopefully it's hard because I'm not sure I'm ready to go back into the studio yet with everything going on.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple studios in Brooklyn that are starting to do things very socially distanced, but um, also I did yeah we'll see. But yeah, I'm working on a 5-song EP and a single also. Yeah.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So I have to really thank you for coming on and talking about your music with us and talking about, what it is that you do and your process and all of that. Um, and I got to say, I wish you absolutely nothing but the best because, like I said, I think your music is amazing.
Oh, thank you so much.
And I'm not just saying that because I'm interviewing you. I pretty much I shoot from the hip, So, I'm very, very glad to be able to speak with you. Okay, but we do have one more happy little nugget of treasure for you for this video. Okay, so Elana has a video, and it's for a song called "Starry Eyed," and we're gonna play it for you here. All right, and definitely give it a listen, and then I want you guys to comment below what you guys think of the new song. All right. So until next time, guys, I'm Cloud with IPR, and
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. I'm Elana Low.
yes, Elana Low. Pay attention to this name because she is definitely one of our new IPR artists to watch out for. All right. Till next time, guys. Bright blessings and blessed be.
Oh
Thanks for sticking around, everyone. Cloud here, and I just want to let you know about our IPR shop, where you can go and purchase IPR merch and help support the station. If you want to support without purchasing any merch, you can go to our main page and you can click the donate button, and from there, you can donate to help support the station as well. We also have advertising slots available for all you business owners out there. For an advertising slot, email manager@internationalpaganradio.com for more info. And thanks for listening to IPR, where it's all pagan all the time.